Top TV, Truth of the People.
Welcome to another episode of The Art Nation. I'm your host, Patience Shalom, and today we are joined by young talents. Let us hear their names.
Hi guys, I'm Kelvin Nganga, a hyperrealism artist.
Hello guys, I'm Jeff Karanja. I do painting and pencil art.
Hello guys, I'm Juliet Wakasa. I do acrylic painting.
So, nimeona unafanya acrylic, pencil. Can you tell us the difference between three of the art?
Okay, for hyperrealism, it's whereby an artist has to take a photo or a reference and supposed to mimic or supposed to bring every detail out of the photo with either the kind of medium he's using, either acrylic or pencil. And for acrylic, you can give Wakasa to talk about it.
So acrylic is basically painting on canvas using acrylic paints. I get the inspiration from nature, from photos. Yeah.
So you can at least tell us your favorite medium of drawing. What are your favorite mediums?
Okay, I only use one medium professionally. That's charcoal mediums and pencil.
For me personally, because I do both painting and pencil art, I use acrylic paints and charcoal pencil. Yeah.
For me, I incorporate both acrylic paintings and watercolors, and I use canvas as the medium.
She has told us her inspiration is mostly nature. So what about you? What's inspiration?
For most of the people who have interacted with my art, you never find me drawing a car or a house. My art, my inspiration comes from anything that has life, may it be a tree or people. So I like doing a lot of portraits for people and trees, because with things which are alive, you kind of learn of a lot of things, because people are really interesting.
Okay, for me it's about the culture, the African culture. Yeah, drawing about the African culture, it reminds us about how we keep our culture. Yeah.
Speaking about culture, what goes through your mind when you sit down and draw?
Okay, when you compare how we live nowadays and how our grannies used to live those days, you can see the difference between the two. You can compare, and it also reminds us about to keep our culture.
To you, Wakasa, right? Sijasahau jina. Many female or women, tunaweza sema they are maybe not interested or they shy away from this one. How is this nature, this industry, the art industry, for you as a female?
I don't really think many people shy away from art, like our gender. It's because maybe they don't have the enough support, like art materials are expensive, purchasing the paints and the canvas is expensive. For me, venturing into art, it's awesome because, I use it as a means of escaping from the world. Like, people use music to get away from their stress and depression and stuff. So for me, when I paint, I feel relaxed. Everything slips away apart from my concentration and focus in the moment. So to me, art, it has been a great thing. I have been painting since I was a toddler, like those doodling and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe one of you can tell us what is your the best time to draw. Do you use the artificial light? There's someone telling me, and I prefer to the natural light than the artificial one. So maybe for you guys, which one do you prefer and why?
For me, from the pencil side, it's a gray shade. Like whatever the tones you're using, they most likely in gray. So I prefer the natural light, because the other light, the bulb, like the fluorescent one, you either can, with the pencil you can either draw very light or very dark. But with the natural one, it's kind of moderated, and you have to bring a natural tone to the to the picture.
Maybe I'll ask you a question. Unawezaje define success as an artist? Maybe umechora something and it makes you happy. How can you define that to someone that is maybe not into art? Maybe unaweza explain that art to that person. How does that make you feel?
Okay, success for an artist, it's the comparing what you did when you're starting and where you are. It's a journey. So when you compare a picture that let's say you did a long time ago and the one you have done right now, there is a yani kuna difference yani. Yeah, that's success. Yeah, that's how I can describe success to him or her.
For me, it's all about my own satisfaction. Because maybe when I have something in mind that I want to paint and I put it on canvas and it comes out exactly the way I wanted it to be, yeah, that's success to me.
Okay, so let us go to the business part of it. Of course, si mnachora ndio muuze kwa sababu we must bring something to the table. So how do you package your things and how do you sell them? Do you have a customer base? Yeah.
Okay, for me, I can say mine is a small business. Mostly Instagram did the magic for me. I've been mostly selling on Instagram. You post on IG your artworks. If somebody like it, you can either refer it to somebody else. You find customers coming to either DM on your Instagram or WhatsApp. Basically, I can say social media really works the magic for the art world. But also, I cannot diminish the other side. Like anyone who is going to give his artwork on site, like you have a place you put your art. It's also a better way because that way you are able to have like a good touch with the customer one-on-one. And actually that's why I'm trying to move on site, because you get to understand how the customer wants the artwork to look like, what are the interests of the customer. And you can't compare communication online and communication on site. Yeah, so majorly, but for any beginning artist, I can say just go on Instagram, post your thing there. Don't think about it a lot. Don't mind about the likes. Just post your stuff.
Maybe I'll ask one of you. The first time you sold a piece that you drew, how did it feel? Were you satisfied or ulikuwa unasikiaje your time the first time?
Okay, for the first time, obviously you will feel good, but then hiyo isikustop ati utaishi hapo. There is still another level to get. Yeah, so yeah, it's a good feeling, yeah, but then you should also act on it so that you can be perfect in it.
Maybe the last question to you, do you have a dream project you want to do? Do you have something in mind unatakanga kuiweka on paper? And if you have, you can maybe explain to us how it is.
I can't say like really I have a dream of painting something, but I have big dreams about art. Yeah, I've been thinking and contemplating. Yeah, I'm a law student, but I've been thinking since it seems like I'm so passionate about art. Maybe I should just get the law degree, put it aside and major on art, because yeah, art is really what I was born into. So like, yeah, my dream in art is establishing a successful art gallery and painting, and maybe bring more artists on board, so that yeah, after being successful, I can support more artists to grow.
Speaking of support, are you guys supported? Tuanzie hapo, maybe from your friends, from your family, financially, are you supported?
Okay, for support goes a lot. It's a lot to talk about, because I can say like personally, from my parents, I can say I'm lucky to have parents who appreciate art. They have really like bought some materials for me. Of course, as I grow up, my business is growing up. I get to buy a lot of stuff for myself. Also, the clients. If you do something good for the clients will be your clients can be your friend. and clans can support you more than your friends. Yeah. So I can say clans can support more, and also the parent side. Yeah.
For me, big up to my friends. My friends have been supporting me. Yeah, for since I've started painting art. Yeah, they have been asking for some stuff so that they can buy. Yeah.
For me, I'll greatly thank my mom. She was the first one to bring me paintings from Australia. Yeah, and I love to acknowledge the support of my boyfriend. He's the one who really reminded me to make art a business. And I like to appreciate my friends too. They have been supporting me. They have been placing orders. Yeah, and I'm really grateful to them. And this, my crew here, they have been supportive too.
So that's nice. And maybe as you wind up, what advice can you give to the younger people out there if they want to pursue what you're doing? Maybe in roughly 10 seconds, you tell them what, as in an advice.
Okay. For any artist out there, like you're either starting or intermediary, don't give up. Just post your stuff. Online is like out here. If you post your stuff or you go out there and sing, people will talk about it. Some will talk good, some will talk back. Will talk bad. Don't worry about what people will say. Post your stuff, post and post and post. Yeah. If you haven't found like the funds to start on an on-site base, just go online, post your stuff. Don't mind about what people say. Just showcase your work to the world.
Okay, for me it's ukianza kitu like it's a journey. So like unaweza and then usijicompare na mtu mwingine na artist mwingine mwenye uliona ako better kukuliko, because actually when I started pencil art, I started because of my friend here. Nikiona hizi drawings zake time yenye nilichora kwanza niliona hazifanani, but right now naona nikicatch up naye. Yeah, so it's a journey.
My advice would be maybe somewhere out there maybe thinks they are not talented or they are not into art. But to me, I think everyone can be an artist. It doesn't be the perfect kind of art, but anything can form art. Just that simple line, that circle, it's art. So yeah, they shouldn't shy away from venturing into art, because art has so many advantages with the current issues with mental health. Art really helps in fighting depression and those suicidal thoughts. And yeah, they should trust in baby steps. Hakuna mtu alianzia huko juu. Everyone started small. So yeah, if you trust the process, you'll end up being great, as long as you don't give up. Oh, my Instagram page is Wakasa. Twitter, Wakasa too.
Okay, for mine, Instagram is maybach.art_ke.
Okay, for mine is slam.art_ke. That's on Instagram. And there's also Kenyan Arts. Or if you can't go on Instagram, just Google Kelvin Choraji. You'll just find my business profile there.
So you have all listened to the story of the young talented artist. Hawa ni naweza sema they are our age mates doing very, very great things. So if you are out there and you really want to start drawing, wamesema it's simple, you just start it. Just unaifanya and you don't give up. So thank you for listening. I have been your host, Patience Shalom. Until we meet next time, don't forget to smile because you're truly a work of art.